Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Married to Madison season, I don't know, episode 2, insecurity. No, this ain't no insecurity. Emergency. Girl, I think that was the lamest. It was so lame. Emergency. Okay, come on. Dr. Jackie said, I gotta get all the girls together and we gotta have a circle of life. Okay. So let's get into this new episode of Married to Madison. Girl, I'm starting to feel like the folks who were mad at them redoing the power intro on the last season. I don't know who this white woman y'all got singing the intro to Married to Madison, but I don't like it like that. It sounds kind of like y'all got Kim Zolciak, Bierman, or beer bottle, whatever. Y'all got her singing it because I don't like. Nah, paging Dr. Jackie, Contessa. No, girl, I missed the. I think there was a black woman voice who did the original. It is what it is. They got Contessa in the front. Why they got baby girl Contessa in the front? This is my theory. I feel like Contessa is in the front because Contessa and her husband are about to divorce or they're about to end it. I don't know if this is something they're trying to play with in the editing room, but something don't seem right. Contessa has never been the it girl to be in the front. So why is Contessa in there? Is that because Contessa finna bring us some stuff in the next couple of episodes with her marriage? It's just gonna be like a bombshell? Because everybody has good storylines this season, and it's not like manufactured or whatever. You can generally tell that Dr. Jackie is shady, and she tries to pretend that she's not. You can tell that Dr. Jackie is a little bit hurt by the fact that Simone and Heavenly ain't cool. So girl, what is that? What do y'all think? Do y'all like, that's my theory. I think Contessa and I think her husband, and they're about to call it quits because he walked in that room, child, and he was like, I'm done with this, and Contessa came back with the Mickey D's sweet tea and chicken nuggets and stuff, and he had just got through cooking some steaks, and he had mashed potatoes and asparagus and something. It's always interesting to see men, how they take on the job that is quote unquote for the women. Girl, if Heavenly say that next episode, I'm gonna throw something in her face. I'm so tired of Heavenly and her damn, ooh girl, I'm so tired of her. She think we still living in the 1800s and I'm so tired of it. Where is a woman's place? Girl, what? I'm so tired of her, but I can't take her serious. But it just seems as though, I don't know Contessa's husband name, honest, but he just seemed he was irritated by that. And it's just like, girl, you did this for one time. And what is Contessa doing in Nashville? Because the story that she gave us, the way her husband shaded it, it didn't seem as if it was a real story. He said it a hair scam or something. He disrespected whatever she said she was doing. Girl, something about that ain't sitting right on my spirit. Y'all gonna have to tell me what y'all think, because my theory is they about to call it quits and something's going on, because I can't see him blowing up like that. And I think he's getting frustrated that he has to do this the job that Contessa been doing. Well, Contessa ain't necessarily been doing because they had that nanny. Y'all need to get that nanny back, girl. Like my bro said on Twitter, Mike Crazy Self said that y'all need to get Donnell Jones' mama to be there, what's her name? Girl, but she was talking crazy. But they need to find them some type of assistant because there's way too much going on. And I don't see how y'all do it with them and the kids, girl. 3-4 kids and they're all of them different ages. I don't see how y'all do it. That's some stress in itself. So girl, Alora and Heavenly, always beautiful to see both of them. I love Alora. I love her energy. I love her quick wits with her mother. It's beautiful because you can tell that Alora is, you can just tell that Alora is just way more involved and evolved than her mother is. Like, her mother is still living in the 1930s. Like, girl, she about to go through the Great Depression, and Alora is like, she is thinking 2219 type of situation. Like, her mind is like gone. She's just like, girl, I don't need that. Like, girl, what's the, and I just love their relationship because you see this, like, this struggle, like, girl, this stuff that you trying to tell me to do, I ain't interested in doing. Alora is very rebellious and she's giving me my life. They go in there, get their nails done. I thought that was cute. They started talking about dating, and Alora was like, girl, I think 15 is the, appropriate age to date. I don't think it's nothing wrong with their age. I think that's perfectly fine. And she's like, girl, no ma'am. You can tell Heavenly is like joking about the 22-year-old thing, but you can tell also when folks joke like that, it is some internal stuff going on. Like, she don't want her child, her daughter, to be dating at no 16. She ain't ready for that. But you got to let her go because Alora is ready to fly. So Heavenly and Dr. Jackie meet up, and Heavenly is just basically saying that all the stuff that happened with Simone and me are, you know, it's not necessarily my fault, and I hate that you had to go through that. Simone does share in the confessional that Heavenly went back and made a joke about Cecil that, you know, Simone had with Heavenly in confidence. Like, that is one of the things that I'm really, really big on, is that when we have a, like, we all do it. We all talk about our partners a little bit with somebody else. We might talk about situations of family members or something, and that's in confidence. We need to be those folks to receive it, and also we got to be able to give it out sometime to folks. Like, folks come to me and tell me some stuff. I remember when I was really close with some of my friends who, you know, who were married, they would tell me things about their partners and stuff, and tell me stuff about, like, stuff in the family, and I would tell them, share them stuff as well. And that's like, we need that space, because all of us can't afford a therapist or whatever you want to call it this week. All of us can't, so sometimes we rely on our friends, but the thing about that is that we got to be able to hold it, and you cannot use that to come back and drag somebody. And that's what Heavenly did. Heavenly used some inside tea that she was knowledgeable on, and she spoke out, and it wasn't even as serious when Cecil tweeted that. I didn't see how Heavenly was pressed about that tweet, because everybody was clowning you for that. That is one of the most iconic moments on Married to Medicine. It's almost on the same scale with Simone telling Toya, can you, with your raggedy leasing cars, leasing houses. Like, it is a pressure wash, because you can tell in that moment Mariah was being honest. She wasn't like making up nothing to be funny. Like, it was a serious thing. Like, this nasty house. It sounded like somebody, mama coming in and saying, y'all ain't washed the dishes, y'all ain't cleaned the bathroom, this nasty house. Like, it felt real. I think that's why we laughed at it, because it seemed like it was really, really for real, and it wasn't no joke. So it looked like, Heavenly, your house is nasty and you need to pressure wash it. So I don't understand why Heavenly is pressed about that. I think that is because it's the truth, and that bothers her. But Heavenly owns the fact that she was wrong. But I think to put the blame on Simone any type of way is just not the tea. Like, girl, Heavenly, you was wrong for that. You need to apologize to Simone, because that can cause internal conflict with Cecil and his wife. Like, girl, like, they're in a relationship. Like, girl, that's too much. That's too much. Heavenly, you was wrong for that. So Jackie says she's going to have this emergent tea, and she's going to sit all the girls down, and she's going to get everybody to hash out their problems. It seems like y'all do this shit every 2 weeks. But we're going to see where it goes. Somebody going to get upset. Probably we're going to see. So Toya goes and pays a visit to Simone, and we find out that Toya has had a miscarriage. And we've never seen this side of Toya before, and I felt this like interesting, because we always see Toya like super turned and super like da 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 da, but this season seems like she's just very cool, calm, and collected. And I hate that she had to go through that experience, but I do love the fact that, you know, Simone was there for her in that time of need. She said, you know, a miscarriage isn't something that you have failed at. Like, you did not fail. Like, this is natural. Like, it's the only time you fail at something is when you can control it. And that was one of those moments, and I love that she shared that with Toya. I hope Toya is able to take that in, because I can only imagine. I can only imagine how that is for something like that. And you know, I'm glad that Simone was offering her a little bit of therapy, just saying, have you shared any emotions with your kids, how they feel, and all that. I think that's one of the things why some people kind of wait to a certain moment to announce that they're pregnant, or talk about it, or share any information, because things like that do happen. Miscarriages are not uncommon. They do happen. I'm not a doctor, but, you know, I've heard so much, and I've read some couple of things. And I can also see this is why, you know, Toya is not interested in going to back with Contessa every like time they meet up. She just said, I'm not like interested in going at Contessa every time. Like, she's super turned up, and she just seems like she just like, what's going on? And I think what Toya is trying to say is that Contessa has changed since she has been on the show, and it seems like she's turned up to be on the camera. And that's why she kind of attacked my husband and said he's the biggest bee in here or something. And I felt like that was how she said it was disrespectful. Now, I will say that Eugene normally does be in some stuff. Like, he be the mediator, and he don't be in the group. Like, but I don't think that's a reason to call him the biggest bee. But some folks, you know, probably disagree with that or whatever. But I like Eugene and Toya. I don't know how to say this, but I'm kind of glad to see, not at the expense of the miscarriage, that Toya is showing us a different side of her. You know, because Toya has never like really been, you know, that type of person, but it's making me like and like it's humanizing her. It's humanizing her, not necessarily miscarriage, but how she is going about with her relationship with Contessa, and just saying, I'm not gonna be turned up with her every episode and every meeting. I'm just not interested in that. Like, girl, she can go find her own business because I ain't got time for it. So we get to the emergent tea. I feel like I'm about to say I'm sitting on some tea. The girls are sitting down at the table. Jackie has her friend from the church in, and she's speaking. She's just gonna be getting the girls together, letting them know what the tea is. So everybody started piling in. Heavenly makes it in, and Heavenly got on blue. And I knew immediately I was screaming. I said, girl, what's name got on blue too? Like she thinking she Jacqueline Quick Kennedy or something. So Heavenly and Mariah both have on blue, and it is hilarious. She said, girl, you see, she got the memo. Like, Mariah, say what you want about Mariah, but I live and I stand for Mariah. Mariah is hilarious. Like, I stand for Mariah. So all the girls get in there. Everybody seems like they're kind of making it on time a little bit. They sit down. Jackie says that she has a friend here to help. She also says she has these little things to like tell how each person is feeling. These fans, these church fans, when she wrote up like some notes on the back or whatever. And they go around the table and people are sharing how they feel. Not everybody's stuff was memorable. Now that I think about it, who stuff was the most memorable? Heavenly said that she's confused because you can't be throwing stones and living in a glass house, which didn't make any sense because it's like, Heavenly, girl, that's not the point. You share information that you heard in confidence. Like somebody told you something private and you went and said it publicly as an attack. That's where the issue is. It's like, it's none of that. Like, that man didn't attack you for your house being nasty. He just laughed at the joke of people saying that your house was nasty. So the same way you telling Mariah to be mad at Quad for saying, you know, that the drug comment, you need to be mad at Mariah for making a joke about your house being nasty, not Cecil. You are mad at something that Mariah said about your house being nasty, and Cecil laughed at it. So, girl, you telling folks how to feel. You need to be taking your own damn advice. Girl, make it make sense. Simone goes, and Simone is saying that, you know, she feeling two type of ways, and that she shared some stuff in confidence, and she, like, I'm not understanding how that got out publicly, so Quad goes, and y'all, let me tell you something, because I'm going to spend a minute on Quad. Quad goes, and Quad, like, picking, she didn't grab about 4 or 5. I felt like this, I felt like this, I felt like this. It's like, girl, come on. Quad is so into herself, and I don't think it's nothing wrong with what Simone said about Quad thinking that she's better than you. Quad has like been this same person, this different person every season, and we saw that when she went and had dinner with Simone. Like she said, Simone, I want to talk to you. I want to have a meeting with you. I want to talk to you, Simone. And Simone said, girl, I'm ready for it. Then y'all meet up. Quad, you a whole hour late. You was supposed to be there at 7:45. Girl, you didn't get there at 8:45, and then we didn't even hear you apologize, because you might have apologized for being late, but I'm gonna tell you something. When folks are late, they always like, ooh, girl, I must stepped on something. Ooh, girl, to make a joke like, girl, don't come in with all that. You came in late, girl. You're late, girl. Don't be coming in here to myself. Ooh, girl, my wig all messed up. What's the tea? Like, girl, the tea is that your ass is late, girl. You ain't finna change the subject. Something about her is just inauthentic to me. Some of the stuff that Quad does is just like extremely over the top. It's annoying. And I like, she just, I don't know what Quad be doing. Like, just grabbing all them things and just so extra. It's just, I could not be like friends with her in real life, because she would get on my nerves. She would get on my, because it just doesn't seem real. It just doesn't seem, Quad, oh my God, Quad. But I'm glad that she got a new wig, because that wig that she's sitting on her head, it looks really, really good. I'm loving the wig. Cause you had that cousin It wig on your head for the longest, and your line was looking whatever that shit, whatever that was, it was sitting in the trunk. Open the trunk up, boop boop, honking hard on the bread. Walking out on Quad, live for it. Liv, she said, I'm done. She walked out. Then Quad goes to myself, cause you didn't want to take accountability for your action. And it's like, Quad, you came in late. Quad came in late. Then got kind of like, girl, what's going on? Because I got to be at work in the morning. Like, girl, what? How the hell you go come in late, and then you asked me to sit down with you, then come in late, then tell me to rush the conversation because you got to be at work in the morning. We would have got done with this quick if you had sat your ass down at 7:45. Like, but this is typical Quad behavior. Quad is always late. Dr. Jackie pointed out, she said, girl, we always letting you, like, girl, we be giving you some leeway, but we tired. And like, girl, like, Sister Circle, girl, you talking like you finna be talking sitting next to Diane's toy. You don't get on with this little ass, fucking, girl, she'll move her ass down the road with the damn shit. Girl, I just could not take that serious. But Quad the Fraud, I see I'm not gonna like Quad this season. I can already feel it. I can feel in my spirit that I'm not going to be a fan of Quad, especially how she's treating Simone, because I don't think Simone deserved all that. I think Simone was being genuine when she came and sat down with her. I don't believe for a second that you would have sat there and waited for somebody a whole hour. But the fact that people wait on you a whole hour, girl, she should have been left your ass. She should have been left your ass, but she didn't. Girl, I want to smack Quad ass with a rat tail comb for that, like smack her on her hand, because she knew she was wrong for showing it the whole hour late. We're talking about disrespectful mess is that, girl. Oh, I hated that. But next episode gonna be good. I can't wait to go in on heavily talking about what is a woman's place to be. Almost suggesting that she needs to be at the house and not chase her dreams or whatever. Unlike what men be doing. Yes, we love internalized misogyny. Yes, Dr. Heaven, serve it to us, girl. That's why I can't wait till your man be talking about something that he be stripped, like going to the strip clubs and spending his money. I can't wait. I'm tired of this shit. I can't wait. But tell me what y'all thought about this episode of Married to Madison. Let me know in the comments. And I'll talk to you later on tonight.